Hey guys, my last video got cut off before I could finish, so let's pick up where we left off. I just have a lot to say about the topic. I mean, what can I say? But it ended with range of motion exercise test, back to the case study. Um, like I said, standard flexibility testing. We're looking at flexors, extensors, hamstrings, quads, and avoid spinal flexion after testing. Exercise prescription. When prescribing exercise, the first component to be looked at will be cardiorespiratory exercise. And I give a couple examples: jogging, biking, swimming. Just want to see what form of exercise least aggravates them, and that will be our choice. Resistance training should focus on dynamic endurance. You know, someone's more likely to experience low back pain at light loads, and this is because they lack endurance. This can be common activities throughout the day. So if we strengthen their dynamic endurance, they're less likely to experience low back pain from stuff like that. And a full body program might be more effective than a back and abdominal training program, per recent studies. And then flexibility, we want to maintain at the hip and knees due to the lifting and running or biking. But other than that, we want to prescribe stretches to correct any impairments that we saw through our testing. Prescription-wise, you can see the table for itself, but just some key notes here is that we're starting at 40% VO2 max, and a progression of ours is to get to 60% VO2 max. Kind of goes hand in hand when we say start light, work your way up, don't be too aggressive. These are all, key things to focus on when someone has non-specific low back pain. Special considerations, we want to start with a low impact, limit our spinal loading and resistance training, and then we want to balance flexion and extension in our range of motion. But other than that, most stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Conclusion, it's really a case-by-case thing. Non-specific low back pain is very dependent on the patient. Modifications should be done based on how they tolerate the workload. So if someone can run, they should run. If someone can't, you don't want to force them to do so. Work at their pace and be willing to modify and adjust an exercise prescription depending on how someone's feeling. And progress will be slow, but there will be progress. So don't forget that, and don't let the patient forget it if they get discouraged. For most cases, low impact cardio, muscular endurance, and static stretches is a safe guideline to begin an exercise prescription with. And eventually, progression should have a final goal of the exercise prescription being equivalent to a healthy individual. An active approach is beneficial to reducing low back pain. Work smarter, not harder, and tolerate what you can and be patient. These are all big take-home messages along with the last message I have. But, those are keys to success. They're keys to keeping your patient healthy. And non-specific low back pain, as I go on to say, should not stop someone from remaining active. If such a large population experiences it or has it, there should be a lot of information out there on what the actual prescriptions should be to help get rid of it. It is such a common problem. It has such a financial burden on people that they should know that sitting around won't help, and they should know trying to run a marathon or doing a million stretches for the first time should help. Proper prescription is necessary, and with a fitness program, they can improve their quality of life, which is the ultimate goal. So I have some acknowledgments. Special thanks to Westchester University and Dr. Reed for providing guidance on the topic and allowing me to research into it. And then last but not least, my references. And that's it. Thank you.